Have you ever felt so excited about a forthcoming event like a wedding, so much so that you were oblivious of what is happening around you? I certainly have. And I'm sure many of you have faced such a situation. I'm Brenda Mendes, a certified trainer on a mission to empower people to the workplace and help them win at work. Let me begin by welcoming you back to my channel, and do remember to click on that subscribe button and the bell icon at the end of this video. In this video, I'm going to speak about the importance of living life in the now, and also I'm going to give you 3 simple tips as to how you can do this. So do stay tuned up to the end of the video. So let's get started. Research shows that most people are unhappy simply because they spend more than 47% of their time living either in the future or worse still in the past. Eckhart Tolle, the author of Power of Now, says the essence of being lies in the eternal, ever-present now. And the only way we can access the being is by living life in the now. Yes, my friends, most of us are prisoners of our past or of our future. This reminds me of a story of young Peter, a restless schoolboy. One day his mother walks into the room to wake him up and says, "Peter, Peter, wake up, you'll be late for school." And as she's walking out of the room, she turns back to see that Peter has made no move to get up. On the contrary, he has pulled the blanket above his head. So in frustration, she comes back and says to him louder this time, "Peter, Peter, wake up. I told you you'll be late for school." And Peter replies without moving, "But I hate school. I told you I don't want to go to school." And his mother replies, this time more calmly, "Yes, I know, Peter, but now you are the principal of the school." Yes, my friends, it comes easy to us to live in the past or the future, but we find it difficult to live in the now. And now is where everything is in fact happening. The past is gone. The future may never be yours. But all we have is the gift of the now, and that is why we call it the present. Today we are bombarded with messages of visualization, of visualizing a future pinnacle of success. So is this contrary to the notion of living in the now? Certainly not. Of course, you need a vision for your future as well as clear goals to get you there. But if you are obsessed or focused too much on a particular victory, you may just find that when you reach that triumph, you find it is not what you thought it would be. In fact, you may have an empty feeling like, what's next? All of us have heard the story of Steve Jobs. Certainly, we also need to learn from our past mistakes, but not obsess too much about them. The analogy here would be of driving a car, where you look far ahead, you look a little behind, but mostly you are focused on what is happening right now before you. Otherwise, you may just crash. Today, COVID-19 has upended the necessity for living life in the now. Here I'd like to give you 3 tips as to how you can do this better. Just as COVID has shown us the fragility of life and made it more important for us today to live in the now. And my 3 tips to you are: first, gratitude. Having an attitude of gratitude always helps you to live in the now, counting your blessings today. I may share with you that personally this attitude has helped me to navigate the ups and downs of life. Even a crisis time when my husband met with a near fatal accident and was in coma for 3 months. Just counting those blessings helped me to get through this situation with a certain amount of equanimity. And then we come to the second point, which is active or reflective listening. Now, this doesn't come to us easily, so we need to practice this. And active listening is about focusing on the other person, listening to understand, and not just waiting for our turn to talk. Listening, knowing where the other person is coming from, what is her pain points. Listening without making judgments or any assumptions. Listening with a willingness to change your mind. And the third point is a very important one, especially in these days of social distancing, and that is to do with relationships. If we live all our relationships, whether it be in the family or at the workplace or in society, keeping in mind this concept of being in the now, we will find things going much better. Just to give you a few examples, tell the people whom you love how much they mean to you now. Do little acts of kindness now. Give genuine praise generously when it is due now. And when things go wrong, be sure to forgive now and let go of all resentments. In fact, whether it is your fault or not, be the first to trust now. These 3 points could be a good blueprint to start this practice of living in the now. If I can summarize it in one sentence, I would say, live every moment of every day as if it were the last day of your life, so that on that last day you will have no regrets about the way you lived your life. And the best time to start it is during this pandemic, today, right now. If you resonate with this message, please do remember to click on the bell icon and the subscribe button and leave a few words in the comments section. Thanks for the gift of watching, and see you back again soon.